Now I want to find the surface area and the volume of the right cylinder. So the formula for my surface area of a cylinder is still my lateral area plus 2 areas of my base. Well, here the lateral area is the perimeter times the height, and then the area of my base is 2 times pi r squared. Well, the perimeter of my base is the circumference, so that's 2 pi r times my height plus 2 pi r squared. Now I'm going to plug in everything I know. So 2 pi times my radius, which is 3, times my overall height, which is 4, plus 2 pi, my radius again is 3 squared. So 3 times 4 is 12, times 2 is 24. 3 cubed is 9, times 2 is 18. So 24 plus 18 will give me 42 pi, and then my units are feet squared. Okay, the volume is area of my base times the height of the cylinder. So the area of my base is pi r squared times the height of my cylinder. So pi times 3 squared times my height, which is 4. So that would be 9 times 4, which will give me 36 pi feet cubed. If a right cylinder has a volume of 4,561 meters cubed and the height of 12 meters, what is the radius of the base of the cylinder? So I know that the volume is going to be area of my base times my height. Well, in a cylinder, the base is a circle, so I know that the area of the base is going to be pi r squared times the height of my cylinder. Now we're going to go ahead and plug in what we know. So my volume is 4,561 times pi times my radius squared times my height, which is 12. All right, I'm going to go ahead and divide by 12 pi to isolate my radius. So 4,561 divided by 12. That does not reduce, so I'm going to go ahead and just leave it that way. 4,561 over 12 pi equals my radius squared. So I need to go ahead and take the square root of both sides. So my radius equals, I'm going to put that in my calculator. Now we need to be very careful putting this in our calculator. You need to make sure it looks like this. So I'm going to do the square root of 4,561 divided by, you must use parentheses for the denominator. So 12 pi, and I'm going to go ahead and close my parentheses. You must use parentheses for the denominator. If you don't, you'll end up getting the wrong answer. So here I know my radius is approximately 11 meters. Now let me show you what that would look like if I forgot to put parentheses. So that would be the square root 4,561 divided by 12 pi. I would get 34.56. So looking at my problem, that doesn't quite make sense because my height is 12. That would be a very it would be a very big circle with a very small height. So remember to put parentheses in your underneath the square root.
Cavalieri's principle says that if two solids have the same height and the same cross-sectional area at every level, then they have the same volume. What this means is I have these stacks of coins. Now the coins are the same size in each stack. One stack's just a little bit messed up. However, since every coin is the same size, they have the same volume. Because of this, our volume formulas work for oblique prisms and cylinders as well. Now we want to find the volume of the oblique cylinder. Because of Cavaliere's principle, we can do that and use the same formulas. So my volume is pi r squared times the height. So here my radius is 4. 4 squared times pi times, they gave me that my height was 6. So multiply it together and you should get 96 pi centimeters cubed. Now I want to find the volume of this solid. Really, I'm finding the volume of that ring. It's hollow. So it's really just a ring. So I need to find the volume of the big cylinder and subtract off the little cylinder. So I need to find the volume of each. Again, I'm just going to use pi r squared h for the big one and for the small one. And then I'm going to subtract.